All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Sarabjit Kaur. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi proposes creation of a COVID-19 emergency fund for SAARC countries with a $10 million commitment from India. Says prepare but do not panic should be the guiding mantra. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan reviews preparedness in states and union territories. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath to face floor test in the Assembly today. US Federal Reserve slashes key interest rate to almost zero in wake of economic impact of COVID-19. And in badminton, Taiwan's shuttler Tai Tzu Ying clinches her third women's singles title of All England Championships at Birmingham. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has proposed the creation of a COVID-19 emergency fund based on voluntary contribution from SAARC nations. He announced the initial offer of India as $10 million for this fund. Prime Minister said this yesterday through video conferencing while leading all SAARC member countries to chalk out a common strong strategy to fight COVID-19 in the region.
I propose we create a COVID-19 emergency fund. This could be based on voluntary contributions from all of us. India can start with an initial offer of $10 million for this fund.
Prime Minister said India had set up an integrated disease surveillance portal to better trace possible virus carriers and the people they contacted. This disease surveillance software could be shared with SAARC partners. Prime Minister Modi said India is assembling a rapid response team of doctors and specialists along with testing kits and other equipment. They will be on standby to be placed at SAARC nations' disposal if required. Prime Minister Modi said SAARC nations could create a common research platform to coordinate research on controlling epidemic diseases within South Asian region. The Indian Council on Medical Research can offer help coordinating such an exercise. Prime Minister Modi said SAARC countries must prepare together, act together and succeed together in dealing with the COVID-19 situation. In his opening remarks at the video conference, he said sharing perspectives is most valuable as it cannot be predicted with certainty how the situation will unfold despite best efforts. He said so far SAARC region has fewer than 150 cases, but there is a need to remain vigilant as the region is home to 1/5 of humanity. Sharing India's experience of combating the spread of the virus so far, the Prime Minister said, prepare but do not panic has been the guiding mantra.
Prepare but do not panic has been our guiding mantra. We were careful to not underestimate the problem, but also to avoid knee-jerk reactions. We have tried to take proactive steps, including a graded response mechanism.
All the SAARC member nation leaders appreciated Prime Minister's effort. Fourth batch of 53 Indians has arrived from coronavirus-affected Tehran and Shiraz in Iran. In a tweet, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar said the latest batch of evacuees include 52 students and a teacher. With this, a total of 389 Indians have returned to India from Iran. Dr. Jaishankar thanked the Iranian authorities for facilitating evacuation of Indians. He also praised Indian ambassador and other officials for their efforts. The number of COVID-19 cases in the country has risen to 110, with Uttarakhand reporting its first case and one fresh case each in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. Union Health Ministry said the number of cases includes 2 persons who died in Delhi and Karnataka. Delhi has so far reported 7 positive cases and Uttar Pradesh 12. Karnataka has 6 coronavirus patients while Maharashtra 32, Ladakh 3 and Jammu and Kashmir 2. Telangana reported 3 cases. Rajasthan also reported 2 cases. Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Punjab have reported 1 case each. Kerala has recorded 22 cases, including 3 patients who were discharged last month. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan reviewed the status of actions taken by states and union territories and their preparedness regarding prevention, containment and management of COVID-19 in New Delhi yesterday. He also directed officials to scale up the capacity of round-the-clock control room helpline 011-2397-8046 in view of increased volume of queries. Dr. Harshvardhan was apprised of the emerging international and national status on COVID-19 and the steps by Government of India, the states and union territories for prevention, containment and management of the outbreak. Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has advised people to follow basic protective measures so that they can keep themselves safe from the novel coronavirus. People should avoid participating in large gatherings. If a person is experiencing cough and fever, he or she should avoid close contact with others. People are advised not to touch their eyes, nose and mouth without cleaning their hands. Spitting in public places should be avoided. All the persons should practice frequent hand washing with soap and water or use alcohol-based hand rub. People should cover their nose and mouth with handkerchief or tissue while sneezing and coughing. Used tissues should be thrown into closed bins immediately after use. In case of fever, difficult breathing and cough, doctor should be consulted immediately. While visiting doctor, wear a mask or cloth to cover mouth and nose. Gujarat government has decided to shut all educational institutes, multiplexes and swimming pools for 2 weeks beginning today. The decision was taken as a precautionary measure to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in the state. However, board exams will be carried out as per the schedule. Uttar Pradesh government has closed cinema halls, clubs and multiplex in 11 districts of the state till further orders in view of COVID-19. These include Lucknow, Agra, Gautam Budh Nagar, Ghaziabad and 7 districts along Indo-Nepal border. The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak, will bring you a discussion tonight on prevention and control of coronavirus infection. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by #AskAIR. You can also follow us on the News on AIR app for updates. This program is also available on Doordarshan DTH. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The fate of the Kamal Nath-led Congress government in Madhya Pradesh will be decided at the floor of the State Assembly today. Governor Lalji Tandon has directed the Chief Minister to seek a trust vote in the Assembly today. Mr. Tandon has asked Mr. Kamal Nath to seek the trust vote immediately after the Governor's address in the Assembly. The budget session of Madhya Pradesh Assembly will begin at 11 a.m. today with the Governor's address. The 15-month-old Kamal Nath government is on the verge of collapse due to the resignation of 22 Congress MLAs. Congress has issued whip to its MLAs to be present in the House and vote in favour of the government. BJP has also issued whip to its legislators to be present in the House. The ruling party MLAs met at Chief Minister's residence last night to discuss the strategy for the floor test. On the other hand, rebel Congress MLAs once again sent their resignations to the Assembly Speaker and appealed to accept them. A report.
Floor test is not mentioned in the today's agenda of the State Assembly. There is a confusion about this and round-up meeting continued till late last night. BJP leader says that government is avoiding a majority test while Chief Minister Kamal Nath said we are ready for the floor test but first bring MLAs from Bangalore to Bhopal. BJP leaders also complained to the governor and the governor called Chief Minister Kamal Nath and spoke to him. Meanwhile, BJP MLAs living in Gurgaon have also returned to Bhopal while rebel Congress MLAs from Sindhia camp are also expected to come to Bhopal today. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Senior BJP leader Narottam Mishra has requested Governor that if any technical flaw happens during the floor test, the majority can be ascertained by raising hands. In Gujarat, 4 Congress MLAs have submitted their resignation to Assembly Speaker Rajendra Trivedi. Talking to media persons, the Speaker said he has accepted their resignation. However, names of these 4 Congress MLAs are yet to be disclosed officially. The development assumed significance as Rajya Sabha elections are scheduled for March 26. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said that an industrial policy will be announced soon for rapid economic development of Jammu and Kashmir. Saying that Jammu and Kashmir attracted 13,000 crore rupees for the last 70 years, Mr. Shah expressed hope that by 2024, 3 times more investment will come in the region. Mr. Shah said this while meeting a 24-member delegation from Jammu and Kashmir's Apni Party led by Altaf Bukhari in New Delhi yesterday. Poshan Abhiyan is being implemented by the central government to improve the nutritional status of the people. 14 central departments and all the state governments are being involved in the program. It helps children, adolescents, pregnant women and lactating mothers. Our Puducherry correspondent has filed a report on the successful implementation of the scheme in the Union Territory.
The Integrated Child Development Scheme has been in force for long that has got rejuvenated with the center's Poshan Abhiyan mission. In Puducherry, Shri Arun, coordinator, Poshan Abhiyan project said,
we have provided mobile phones to each Anganwadi workers to to minimize the manual work with their registers. Now they are monitoring their work through their mobile and it is very helpful to make them aware of what they are working at the grassroots level. We are doing growth monitoring events at each Anganwadi centers. Now we are in the progress to provide hand washing techniques. Already it's doing at the ground level, and hemoglobinometer at all PHCs should have hemoglobinometer to test the anemia level among women and adolescent girls at the age of 10 to 19 years and women at the age of 19 to 45 years. Through this program, we are providing many services which is related to nutrition, health and sanitation.
All these schemes addresses one or other aspects related to nutrition and have the potential to improve nutritional outcomes in the country. Chandramohan, Puducherry.
The US Federal Reserve slashed the key interest rate to virtually zero in response to the growing economic impact of the new coronavirus. The Fed made its second emergency rate cut in less than 2 weeks last night, cutting the benchmark borrowing rate to a range of 0 to 0.25%. The rate was previously at this level during the 2008 global financial crisis. The Fed pledged to keep the rates low until it is confident that the economy has weathered recent events. In badminton, Taiwan's shuttler Tai Tzu Ying clinched her 3rd women's singles title of All England Championships at Birmingham last night. Ying beat China's Chen Yufei in 2 straight games, 21-19, 21-15 in 44 minutes. Earlier in the men's singles, Denmark's Victor Alexson outclassed Taiwan's Chao Tien-chen in 2 straight games. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Sarabjit. Most newspapers today are splashed with the latest on coronavirus. Prepare, don't panic. Modi proposes SAARC virus fund is the headline in the Hindustan Times. Newspapers also carry pictures of workers disinfecting a coach of the Delhi-Jammu Rajdhani Express in New Delhi station. In the still pending Nirbhaya case, the Pioneer informs Tihar asks hangman to report 3 days ahead of execution. In an effort to preserve the cultural heritage, the Times of India reports government to review policy on buildings near monuments. And finally, in a bid to put brakes on overspeeding, the Tribune says speed radars along NH 44 to check mishaps. And with that, it's back to you, Sarabjit.
Thank you, Pramod. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi proposes creation of a COVID-19 emergency fund for SAARC countries with a $10 million commitment from India. Says prepare but do not panic should be the guiding mantra. Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan reviews preparedness in states and union territories. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath to face floor test in the Assembly today. US Federal Reserve slashes key interest rate to almost zero in wake of economic impact of COVID-19. And in badminton, Taiwan's shuttler Tai Tzu Ying clinches her 3rd women's singles title of All England Championships at Birmingham. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day. All India Radio presents Morning News.